Alright guys, I have a new piece of gear I wanted to go over with you and kind of review for you. This is something that I've been using a lot lately, and I just want to show it and get the word out on it. I think it's a fantastic little bag. This is from Maxpedition, which is no surprise. I'm a big fan of Maxpedition gear. There's a lot of really good gear companies out there. There's not just one, but I have to say I've never been disappointed to date with anything I've gotten from Maxpedition. It's just been top quality, holds out for me. The materials used are definitely top notch. They're built well, and they're reasonably priced, so I've kind of stuck with them. I don't want you to think that I only use Maxpedition gear. I do use other gear, but like I said, I tend to gravitate towards them because I am very, very pleased with their products. Today we're talking about this little bag here. This is actually an 8x10 pistol case. And this one here happens to be in OD green, although it's also offered in black or khaki. Black is probably very popular. Obviously it's easy color, everyone wants black. I happen to have a lot of OD green gear, so I chose OD green. I kind of like the different military colors. Just changes things up a little bit. But I might actually get another one of these in black because I do like the bag so much. Just like anything else from Maxpedition, top quality materials are used. Let me actually change my tripod. Give me a second here. Just want to give you that first view upright to show you kind of its overall picture, because it's not a huge bag. It's called the 8x10 because that's literally the dimensions. It's 8 inches tall by 10 inches long and 2 inches wide when it's not packed. Right now I have a bunch of stuff in here, so it's probably more like, I don't know, 3.5 inches wide. But it is 8x10, the overall size. You can see there, compared to my hand, it's not massive, but coming in close on the camera like this, it's hard to see. So I wanted to start the video off with an overall picture of it. But anyway, as I was talking about, Maxpedition uses the top quality materials, and it's for all their gear. It could be something very small and something you may not use very often, all the way up to maybe a piece of gear that a soldier, over in Iraq is using day to day. Every single piece of gear that they do offer have the same qualities. They don't have, like I said, maybe cheaper materials or a cheaper made product, for things that aren't going to be used every day, as opposed to things that are going to be used all the time. What I'm talking about here is just the quality ballistic nylon. I believe it's 1000 denier ballistic nylon. They use name brand zippers, YKK. There's also the zipper tracks. Everything's sewn up and stitched very nicely. You can see here they do a box stitch as well as an X, especially on these handles to create even a stronger attachment point, because if you put a lot of stress on this, make this bag heavy, carried around a lot, it's going to put a lot of stress on these areas. You can even see the cross stitching in the front patch here. Just attention to detail. There really is high quality stuff. I've loved everything I've ever gotten from them, and this is no exception. I have been using this as a pistol case because I do shoot. However, even though it's made specifically for that purpose, you can use your imagination and use this bag for all kinds of stuff. You can use this for different hobbies, maybe, if you collect flashlights or something. I'll show you the inside, the setup here, but, like I said, you can use your imagination to use this bag for other purposes. You may have something entirely not related to guns, but you do have a reason to have this bag. So, yeah, it's a pretty cool bag. I like it. Like I said, I do have a purpose to use it for guns. I do happen to shoot, and it works out perfectly for that. As far as the outside here, you have two nice handles on top. The handles is actually a piece of a nylon. But what they did was, for the handle part where you're holding, they folded it over and they heavily stitched it, and it's extremely stiff here. But it gives you a nice round contour, and again, being nice and hard. So when you put them together, it gives you a nice little handle. It's very easy to use. If they didn't do this and just left these kind of loose, it wouldn't be, I would say it wouldn't be as comfortable to use as handles. This configuration that they did actually works out really well. It feels good, lines up real fast and easily to carry the bag. Now if you wanted to, you can put shoulder straps on here. You have a nice piece of nylon which has a loop, and attached to that loop is a nice strong D-ring. And these D-rings you can use to clip on a shoulder strap. There's two of them here, as you can see, one on each side. Now this bag does not come with a shoulder strap. You can order them separate from Maxpedition. I would suggest, if you already have a couple different pieces of gear from Maxpedition, say you have a Fat Boy or something, or one of their Jumbo Versi packs that some piece of gear that already has a shoulder strap, you can always just use that strap for this piece of gear. I mean, if you're going to always carry this with the shoulder, I would suggest just buying one for this bag. But if you already have one on something else, you can always just take it off and use it temporarily. You know, it's a cheaper way out. But like I said, if you do want to carry this with the shoulder all the time, you know, the shoulder straps aren't that much. They're pretty easily accessible as well. So you do have that option to carry this either just with a double handle here, or you can put it over your shoulder. Now, what's pretty cool, I'm going to show you on these locks. And by the way, you know, again, attention to detail. There is real 550 for the zipper pulls. But anyway, if you look right here, you see there's a little hole or a little loop on the end of the zipper. Let me get it closed for you. Now, the purpose of having these holes on here is that when you zipper the bag up, whether it's on the top or if both zippers are all the way on the side, doesn't really matter. But wherever they are, when these line up together, when you close the bag completely, as you can see here, they line up to make a single hole. They have this on here so that you can slip actually a little padlock on there. You can actually lock this up. So once you have a padlock on there, no matter where you slide this, you know, whatever direction you slide it, in other words, it's not going to give you, trying to get this together, it's not going to give you access inside the bag, okay? It is going to secure the items that are inside the bag. So pretty cool option there. You do have the option to put a little lock on there. Now, it's good that you don't have accessibility inside your bag. I mean, I'm talking, obviously, if someone wanted to steal your stuff, you know, it's good that you're able to lock this bag up. However, the whole bag, again, is 8 by 10. So most likely, if someone's going to steal your stuff, you know, they would just grab the whole bag and go. If you're going to leave this in your car, let's say you wanted to secure your pistol in your vehicle, you might be able to secure this bag somehow under a seat, you know, or whatever. But then, furthermore, you can actually seal it so that you can lock that, so you can't access the bag inside. But anyway, just keep that in mind. Even if you have a lock on top, someone will probably just boop, take the whole thing. But it's still a very good option to have that on there. I like it. I personally like it. I will probably use this sometimes. I'll get, you know, a simple little combination lock. This way I don't have to worry about getting a key, you know, or keeping a key on me for that. But, you know, just lock it up just so that, you know, no one can get in if you don't want to. Anyway, let's get inside the bag. Actually, before I do that, let me show you one more thing. On the front here, you see this big piece of Velcro. This is a soft-sided Velcro. This accommodates different patches. This is actually a 3 by 6 inch rectangle here. You can personalize patches. You can have your name made on patches, so you can have your name on your bag on the outside so people, you know whose stuff that is. I would suggest, if you do go to the range a lot, to get a patch made of your name, maybe just your last name or first and last, whatever, but also to have your phone number underneath so people can you know, call you to let you know, hey, you left your bag at the range or whatever. You can also use smaller patches. There's all kinds of decorative patches out there. You can get, you know, American flags. You can get all kinds of goofy stuff. You can get some cool military-related patches. You know, sky's the limit. But you have a nice little area here. Again, 3 inches tall by 6 inches wide to arrange patches. Now let's get on the inside. All right, bag opens up. You have two sides. First, let's go over this side here. This side, obviously, you can accommodate some magazines, some pistol magazines. I happen to have 4 in here, although there is a spot for a 5th magazine. I have some Glock 17 magazines. Now, if you notice on the very ends, there's also a separate little area. This is not big enough for a magazine, as you can tell. But what's cool is that you have one on each side. You can actually just put in a pen in there or marker. So this way you can also throw in some targets inside your bag, whether they're, you know, spread out the full sheet of the target or if you have to fold them up or whatever. But this way you have targets in your pistol bag, as well as you can put a pen or pencil in here so you can mark your targets. You also do have 2 elastic bands on the inside here. These do stretch, they are elastic. You can use those again to secure down something. Maybe you have something longer you want to bring to the range. You can even, if you hit your targets, you can roll them up so they're almost like a tube, and then slide that underneath there and have it kind of in the crest or the fold of the bag. So again, just more options to store stuff. Now, when I first got this bag, there was this patch here, and there's a couple of these strips. And I didn't really understand at first what the purpose of that was. But then, you know, I went back and I checked the website, and it's a little panel here you can use to arrange to carry smaller parts. In this case, I'm showing you just a screwdriver. Let's say you want to bring a screwdriver or adjustment tool for your sights. You can use these Velcro straps in any position you want to secure down some tools. Okay, so it's a cool little thing. Let's say you have I don't know, all different miscellaneous parts. Maybe you have a spare guide rod or something. You can put that across here and just, you know, stick a Velcro strip across it to secure it. You know, like I said, it's pretty much up to your imagination. Whatever your specific need is. If you want to carry spare tools, maybe you want to carry some cleaning rods. You can accommodate some long cleaning rods in here by using these straps. You know, maybe a boar snake or something like that. Anyway, it just gives you a nice little panel. You have two larger strips and two smaller strips of Velcro here, which again will attach any way you want to accommodate your tools. So it's a little area here to hold small stuff. So pretty cool. On the top here, sorry about that, guys. My batteries died on my camera, so I had to replace them. But anyway, I was just about to talk about this this main pocket here. Now this is the other side of the bag, and it's just basically one big pocket, zipper shut. And in here, for today's video demonstration, I just have one pistol. I have a full-size Glock 17. Let me show you it's empty real quick. Nothing in the chamber there, and no magazine inserted, so it's completely cleared for this video demonstration. But this is how I have it sitting in the bag, inside the pocket. I just want to put it on top here to give you a size reference. Now you can see here, even though it's a full-size frame, you can also put another gun just like that, so that you could fit two perfectly without bulging out too much. I would suggest that if you put more than one gun in your main pocket here, I would wrap it in some kind of cloth just to prevent them from rubbing up on each other and damaging the finishes. Again, you know, it depends on what kind of guns you have. If you have some smaller guns, you could probably fit 3 or 4. Maybe you have just one really large pistol, in which case that'll take up the whole pocket. So it really all depends. But again, today I have just a full-size Glock in here. Fits great. As you can see, there's tons of room around it. I can even put other accessories in a bag inside this pocket next to it. So a lot of room here. By the way, this whole bag is padded on the inside. There's good padding on this side, as well as the back, and on the other side as well. It's kind of just a squishy foam on the inside. Actually, I shouldn't say squishy. It's more of like a stiffer foam, not like your memory foam, but it definitely secures your stuff so it's not being banged around. So there is padding in that pocket. So there it is. That's the 8x10 pistol case from Maxpedition. Just an awesome case. Like I said, I've been using this for its main purpose, which was to carry a pistol or two, and some ammunition for the range. Oh, one more thing I wanted to show you real quick. Let me unzipper this. Let me tell you a little bit how I've been using this. Basically, I had my shoulder strap. I stole from one of my other bags temporarily. And I put a shoulder strap on here, and I had this kind of around my shoulders and on my left side of my body. So what I would do is when I was target shooting, I would, you know, pull my gun, take my shots at the target, and then when the gun was cleared, I'd put it back in my holster. I would reach on my left side of my body. I would have this zipped up. I would have to unzip it, reach in and grab a new magazine, okay, to reload my gun, so I can continue my target practice. This kind of got tedious for me, to be honest, to unzipper and zipper and for each magazine. Kind of got annoying. So what I decided to do, and I don't know if this was ever thought of by Maxpedition, but it seemed to work out for me. What I did was I opened the case up, I folded it inside out, just like this, okay? Then you can fold these flaps over, and you can actually zipper this just like that. So you're zippering it inside out. Now, like I said, this is maybe it was thought of, maybe it wasn't thought of, but I figure this is the easiest setup I can do, is actually zipper this inside out here so that I have this hanging on my left side and all my magazines are now exposed. So I do my shooting and then I would reach down and it basically had a big magazine rack to grab my spare magazines for target shooting. Now, of course, on the other side here, I just have my pocket, which is still upright. I'm carrying this, it's an upright pocket. It's not like it's hanging upside down or anything. And I had nothing in it. I wasn't currently using it. But I was thinking to myself, you know, I can even load that up with spare magazines and it'd be very easily accessible to me. So just something to think about. You can actually just zipper this inside out so everything's exposed for you if you want to actually use it while you're still, you know, carrying it. So just an interesting little tidbit for you there. Let's unzipper that. Fold those corners back up so I can zipper this normally. And yeah, there it is. Maxpedition 8x10 pistol case. Fantastic bag. All the quality and features you would expect from any Maxpedition gear. Like I said, it's no exception. It's definitely top-notch stuff. I have definitely been enjoying mine, and as I mentioned before, I'll probably even pick up another one. Maybe down the road if something happens to this bag, or maybe even if I have a friend who I'm shooting with and they like it, I'll just be able to give it to them and have a spare for myself. So awesome bag. Real quick on price, these are $29.99 direct from Maxpedition. I did a little research on these, and most Maxpedition gear is actually pretty expensive on the secondary market. I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. Let's say you have an average knife. I'm not going to mention anything specific, but let's say you have a folding knife and it retails for $100, but you can buy it online for about 50 bucks. That's kind of an average thing. You're not really expected to pay full retail. With Maxpedition stuff, the secondary market is actually pretty close to the retail price. So this retails for $30. The cheapest price I could find was about $25. So you're almost paying full price no matter where you're getting it from anyway. So I would suggest getting it directly from Maxpedition. At least you have peace of mind that it's definitely going to, you know, arrive and you're going to get what you want, as opposed to having to worry about, you know, going through a secondary dealer or something, you know, to save $4 or $5. But it's totally up to you. I mean, I do still recommend you get the cheapest price you possibly can, but I don't know. I just happen to prefer to go direct through Maxpedition because of that reason. You don't get too much of a break on the secondary market. Of course, unless you're getting it used from someone. If you're buying it used, you probably save a lot more than that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys, you know, pick one of these up if you are an active shooter and you go to the range a lot. I think it's a bag you would like. Now, if you do carry multiple guns with you, and this bag isn't really the size, there are plenty of other options from Maxpedition as well as other companies. You know, venture into those. But if you carry, on average, 1 or 2 pistols to the range, this will probably work out great for you. So once again, thanks for watching the video. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.